Hey, it's Joseph here. Today we've got another monitor from Sceptre here, and it is a 22-inch model, and it is sort of my preferred size, and I'll explain why as I unbox this one. So let's go over the features that are stated on the box. And picture here sort of depicts the production type of usage rather than gaming. And over here it states narrow bezel design, ultra slim design, and then 2 HDMI ports with compatible blue light shift, and then the audio port. And it does have 75 Hertz refresh rate. And the specific model name is E229W1923RTA. On the side over here, and as we have seen on the 24-inch monitor, we have color-coded ports here, 2 HDMI ports, 1 VGA, audio in and out, along with DC in power port. And it is 21.5 diagonal viewable size and 1920 by 1080 high resolution monitor, along with 75 Hertz of refresh rate, adaptive sync supported, and VESA standard wall mountable, slim bezel with thin chassis, built-in speaker, which was a nice touch. So this side is the front, so I think I need to open it like so. So because this is 1080p monitor, 1920 by 1080, which is a full HD size, I would prefer that on 22 or maybe 23 if I were to push it. So the other one was 24, so to me that was just a tad too big where I can kind of depict the individual pixels, whereas if it is 22 inch then it becomes a little harder because of the higher pixel density. And I do know some people just plainly prefer bigger screen than visible individual pixels, so that's definitely up to you. But I definitely have tried multiple sizes of a monitor, and I find that for 1080p purposes 22 inch is more preferable, or smaller if you will. And then when you jump up to 1440p, which is a quad HD size, then I prefer to go up to 27 inches. So I'm currently using both 27 and 22 inches on my main setup. So if I didn't have another monitor that I'm using, this might have been a good choice too. And we'll kind of test it out. So after the foam, we've got the actual panel over here, and then on the bottom we'll see some manual along with the neck screw, and then the bottom and the arm. Okay, so let's go ahead and assemble the monitor arm. This is all plastic construction, but this is one of the best-selling budget-oriented monitors, so I don't expect the highest quality, but definitely something that is going to get the job done. And for this type of monitor, I usually put them on different monitor stand that has a VESA mount, so you can certainly use your own monitor arms for this, which is much better than I think using these plastic monitor stand, because you can't really raise them and it doesn't have a ton of adjustability. So I would rely on that, but for the demonstration purposes I'll try and set this one up if it will allow me. I know you need to somehow insert this and then turn. Oh, okay, so you just do it and then turn. That would have been easier if I actually looked. And then these are the screws to mount the panel on. But let's go through some of the cables as well. So here is the HDMI cable. I'll probably use that. And then the power adapter, I will use that too. And just like last time, we've got the screwdriver to screw this in. And then the VESA mount, the mounting screws. So you would use these standoffs so that you can mount onto the other monitor arms that you provide, which I kind of demonstrated on my last video of reviewing the 24-inch monitor. If you haven't seen that video already, please do check it out. I'll leave the links in the description. Here is the main panel, and it is quite light, which is somewhat expected, but wrapped quite nicely. So let's undo the tape over here. And I do not want to damage the panel in any way, so let me go ahead and mount it first. Basically you push that in until you just kind of slot into the position here, and then put the screws on, and there's a washer included, and basically turn that to tighten that. And I actually advise leaving the plastic film on until you mount it, because you might be holding onto the screen and you don't want to leave fingerprints and marks on the monitor itself. You can definitely tilt this, so the tilt I just attempted there, and you definitely can tilt forward and backwards. It is not ton, but there is a bit of adjustability there. And again, if you have your own monitor arms, that's going to take care of most of that, and those are the mounting points for it. And over here is the color-coded ports that are available for this monitor. 2 HDMI ports, VGA audio in and out, and then the power, along with the Kensington lock that's on the corner. And here are a couple of menu controls that are available along with the power, and then the Sceptre logo on the back. And it is quite thin overall, so it is a little bit thicker at the bottom, but overall profile is quite thin. So yeah, as you can see, it is quite matte. It's not glossy. It is capturing some reflection there, but all is well. And you do have about 1/2 inch bezel all around, and there is actually a plastic over Sceptre logo, so I'll peel that off as well. So let's hook it up to a computer and test it out. Okay, so I have connected the power to the purple section of the monitor, and then HDMI to the yellow portion, so I can connect to my computer. And then let's go ahead and turn on the monitor. Sceptre logo there. Okay, so it has turned on there. Okay, I adjusted the backlighting of the monitor to 30% so that it is not fully blasting and you're not seeing completely white out image on the camera. And it looks much better on eyes as well, so capturing through a camera doesn't necessarily do a full justice in judging the color and the brightness and all, but at least this way you'll be able to see in relative to what it looks like in real life. So you can certainly go through the menu system to set certain things. There's a quick setup there, and then you can also go to picture and then choose different type of settings in here. I have adjusted the backlight, but you can also reduce brightness, contrast, preset to different type of settings, such as currently I'm in user, but I can go to the standard and then RTS, FPS, eco mode, movie mode, and then back to the user mode. So you can certainly have a bit more control in that regard. I can back out to the color settings here, change the temperature from normal, warm, user, cool, normal again. So I'll just leave it at normal for now. And in the user mode, you can also change the red, green, blue shift along with the advanced settings, and change gamma, tint, and saturation, and then blue light shift is also able to set there. And backing out to the system settings, you can also set different type of general settings such as overdrive, adaptive sync, and you can also set sleep mode, and then language, OSD timer, transparency, and then the volume and the mute as well. So you can certainly set up the volume for the included built-in speaker. I'll go ahead and play music so you guys could have a listen to it. So definitely not the best sounding speakers over there, but you can certainly use it as your speaker for your desktop that doesn't have any speaker at all. So built-in speaker is definitely a nice touch there, but you can definitely have audio out to connect to any other speakers that you might have. I don't know if you can read off the camera there, but currently this monitor is going for $130, which is quite a lot of value for the amount of screen that you get, and this is my preferred size because of 1080p resolution. So you can certainly check this page out. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys to go ahead and purchase if you would also like. I was provided this unit from Sceptre. I will have to send it back after this video, but I wanted to showcase this to you because I think this monitor is really well priced, as well as bringing you what's adequate for business and production purposes. Obviously, you don't want to do any color accurate work or good sound system and all, but I think this monitor gets a lot of job done, if you will. So if you have liked this content, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel to continue watching these type of videos. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.